Right. Go there. Go there. That'll work. Something like that. All right. I know I'm a little early, but hey, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. This is a continuation of So, You Want to Gamble for a Living? It's a series. I'm on number 7. We did real well yesterday, real quick. We did a whaling strategy, bing, bang, bong. We got our 300 pretty quick. And so today we're going to do Baccarat. Now it is Monday. It's about 8:30 almost, I guess. And I know the Dallas Cowboys are on and all that. So, you know, it is what it is. So I don't want to go through the process of, you know, shuffling all these. You'll just have to take my word. I might shuffle the first couple, but believe me, they're good. Give me a second. I'm still trying to set some of this crud up. All right, so let me see what we got here. Looks like we've got 10 are watching right now. Ken Brown. Hey, you enjoy to see if you can beat the odds. That's why we all do it, man. I mean, it's a negative expectation game. And we're trying to, with money management discipline, you know, get in, get out. We're trying to beat the odds. That's what we're all trying to do, no doubt. Hello, Don. Yeah, what's the score? I mean, when I looked at it last time while I was setting all this up, it was 6-0. I don't even know what quarter it was. Oh, Ken, what do you want to know? What do you think about Martingale on the field? No way. No freaking way do you Martingale anything in craps. I think I said that. The truth of the matter is, man, when you're Martingale in the field's already less than 50-50 already. And, you know, when you're sitting there, put a bet out, here comes a 7, then a 5, then an 11, then a 5. I mean, you can get there so fast. I'm sure 9, 10. I mean, it's nasty. So I wouldn't do it. That's my opinion. I wouldn't flipping do it. All right, you want to know what a tie is? A tie is when the player and the banker have the same numeric value. Doesn't matter, 3 cards, 2 cards. At the end, when nobody else is drawing, 6 and 6 is a tie. You know, whatever number, they both have the same amount total. That's a tie. And, you know, it usually pay about 8 to 1. Some will do 9. But 8 to 1 is about right, I think. Or 9-4-1 to 8-2-1 is pretty much the same thing. But a tie is just when they both have the same number. Neither player nor banker wins or loses. If you bet money on the tie, then you're going to win the 8 to 1. Ties happen in a shoe, you know, a couple, 2, 3 times maybe. You just don't know when they're coming. I don't ever bet the tie, but, you know, some people do. Hopefully that explained that. Hey, Biff, what's going on, my brother? The 7 can mess up progressive bets and yeah, man, that come out is just you can't play Martingale on craps. Let me say that one more time. Never, ever do a Martingale on craps. If you want to do the 9-step, do it on blackjack, like I'm trying to teach you. Baccarat is even too streaky for it. I did it once. I got up to 8. First hand or 2. That, you know, keep it to blackjack because it's not as streaky, and you get that 3 to 2 payout. Man, that bonus is huge, and it's not as streaky. I'll probably do roulette towards the end of the week, you know, but I wanted to get a bunch of games in just to show you don't have to martingale anything. I enjoy martingaling on blackjack. I did it for years. It never beat me 9 in a row. I like it. But now I'm showing strategies, you know, different games. Remember the key to what we're going to do. We have a big bankroll. We only need $300 a day, okay? Like right here, I have a $3,500 bankroll. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is 5. That's 30, and that's 5. 3,500. $300. Well, 10% of 3,500 is 350. So it's not even 10%. I want to get in, get out. And you use a big bankroll to do it. Okay? So just remember that. It's because of that big bankroll that allows you to do what you do on these other games. You can't gamble for a living when you're trying to 5 and 10 and 15 it. You just can't do it. You can't. Okay? So I hope that helped. Let's see here. All right, so now you guys got to know there's a lot of different ways to play Baccarat. None of them are wrong, okay? You can go player all the time. You can go banker all the time. The banker has just a small hair of percentage better than the player, but you got to pay the 5%. So I never do banker all the time because I don't want to pay the 5%. You know, if I'm going to do something all the time, it's going to be player because I don't have to pay any kind of vig on that. So you can do player all the time. You can do banker all the time. You can follow the winner or follow the shoe, which is what I do. You can follow the loss. Okay? A lot of different ways to do it. You can bet flat. You can up and pull. Or you can regress up and pull. I think you're getting my drift here. You can try to go for a couple in a row. There's a system out there that, you know, if you can just win 2 in a row and actually press it, you can get there. A lot of things you can do. And again, I'm not going to tell you any of them are wrong, okay? Because all of them will win at times. All of them will lose at times, okay? So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the regression up and pull, the end. I'm going to follow the shoe, okay? I'm going to follow the shoe. All right, so we've sat down. We have $3,500, and while I'm sitting there, you know, we'll burn a few, burn a few. All right, and then we'll just we'll just start dealing out the hands. Okay, I don't have anything bet right now for a reason. All right, 8 versus 8. There's your tie there, Don. Is that the one that asked me about your tie? Because they're both naturals. I need to get these down a little bit. Let me get these down. Can you guys see all this all right if I drop this way down there? Is life good right there, y'all? What do you say, darling? Say, Josh. So everything should be good right there if I play it right there. So anyway, what I was trying to do is see if I could get one to win so I could follow it, okay? So I'm going to sit there until we can get one of them to do something, okay? So there's a 1 versus a 0. The 1, he's going to draw. Boom. There's an 8. Okay, he has to draw. There's a 9. Okay, 8. So the banker is going to win 9 over 8. So now we have a winner. So now we're going to try to follow the shoe. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come out with $100 and I'm going to go on banker. The banker won. We're going to see if we can get a trend going. That's what regression up and pull is for. And so you'll see what happens as we go. This might take a little bit longer than normal, but who cares, right? All right. There's a 1 versus a 0. 1 versus a 0. Well, guess I'll get him down a little bit lower even. Okay. There's a 2 versus a 4. So the banker, can somebody tell me that you can see this okay? It looks good, Don? Okay. All right, because I know I got this sitting here. So, all right. So 2 versus 4, the banker's going to win. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. Just a little streak to start with. So we're going to get paid $100 here. Now, to me, I'm fixing to do the best single move in gambling. Hear me. It's called the regression. Now, I don't have to regress total half if I don't want to, because I could take these 200s, go just like that, you know, and bring out 50. Okay? Why do I do that? I mean, there's a reason, and that's what I am going to do. But you could go 75 if you wanted to. The deal is now if the banker loses, I went 1-1 with him, and I still got some of their money. That's the whole idea behind this. Okay? So, banker has won twice. Little mini streak. My table is really fucked up, too. All right. There's a 2 versus a 5. He has to draw. Okay? He gets a 2. When the banker, he's going to hit. He's got a 5, but his third card's a 2, so he's got to hit. I dealt this the other day. And when you don't deal it, you sort of get, it gets screwy here. But anyway, this is a 0 through 5. He's going to do it anyway. So he's got a 5. So what do we have? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 4 over 5. Banker wins again. There's our little streak. Okay, so they're going to pay us 50. So now I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to up. So now it's up and pull. Up and pull. Now, I could have started with $200, dropped down to 100, won that one. I already been there. I have the bankroll that I could have done it. Easy. And probably what I should have done too. But I'm not. So this is how I decided to do it. All right. There's a 4 versus 0. Okay. Wow. An 8. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 2. 0. Player's going to win 2 over 0. All right. So we're going to lose this, but we're still up money. Okay. We lost, but we're up money. Now we're going to go back. The player just won. So we're going to put 100 on the player. See if he can go on a little run. There's a 1 versus a 9. Goes back to the banker. Okay, 9 over 1. It stops on the natural. Okay, so now we're going to get caught in a little bit of, a little bit of whatever. So the banker won. Okay, so you can come back out flat. Come back to the banker. There's a 9. 9 tie. Oh my God. 9 tie. We'll stick with banker. There's a 6. He's gonna stop. And there's a 6. He's gonna stop. There's 2 ties in a row. Unbelievable. So we're gonna stick with banker. There's a 2. 0. He's going to hit. There's a 3. Banker hits a 9. Banker's going to win. 9 over 3. We're on the banker. Yeehaw. Okay. So we're going to win 100. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put this over like so. We're going to bring out. Yeah, let's see what we're going to do this time. There's our regression. Okay. Now, it can also get choppy as hell, too. There's a 7. He's going to stick. There's a 7. He's going to stick. Wow. I had a lot of ties. A lot of ties. There's another 7. He'll stop. And there's a 4. Okay. He's got a draw. He stops at 7. He's got a 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you believe the ties, man? You. Let me go over here and look at the chat real quick. An 8 or 9, Biff, is a natural. So if the player's got 8, the banker's got 9, the banker will win. 8 and 9 are naturals. Everything stops. Regression up and pull, Josh. Yeah, I got that from John Patrick. There's no doubt about it. It's a great way to play, but it ain't the only way to play. 9 is the highest winner. That's right, Dylan. And you don't lose on ties. That's right. Hello, Texas, Ron. So we've had a lot of ties, more ties than I've seen, like, in a row. That's pretty weird. Okay, 0 versus a natural 9. It's over. Nobody draws. Once there's an 8 or a 9, it's over. Okay. So we're going to win the 50 there. Now we're going to up and pull. Okay. Now, if I'm looking at what we have, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34, 50, 44, 50. I mean, we're up a little bit, but it's sort of been, back and forth-ish a little bit. We want a little streak is what we want. There's a 4, he'll draw. There's a 6, okay? Now, when he has a 6, this has to be a 6 or a 7 or he will not draw. So he's got a 4. Okay? So he has to have a 6 or a 7 to draw. He didn't get it, so he's not drawing. So you got 9 to a 13. So it's going to be a 3 over 6. Banker wins. Okay, so 75 comes at us. Okay, now we up and pull. Also, too, while I'm talking about this up and pulling, there's also something called a double regression. Once you win 3 or 4, you want to win a bunch in a row. But once it gets, going too good for you, you might want to think about a double regression. And if we can do that, matter of fact, if I can win this one, I might double regress. I don't know. I might not. We'll see. But we're still on banker. 7, 8. 7, he won't draw. There's the 8. Banker wins again. 8 over 7. So there's $100. So there's another 100 we're going to win. Okay. So now we can go up to 125, or we can take some and double regress. That's a you thing. It's, it's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. So we're going to go ahead and up and pull one more time. If we can win this one, then I'll double regress. There's a 1. There's an 8. There's a 0. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, there's a 15. Okay. He's got a 0. He's got a hit. There's a 2. Okay. He has a 5. He has to hit. Okay. So what is that? God, I think I'm right on that. Hold on. He has a 5. He's got a hit. When he has a 2. No, he has a 5. Excuse me, y'all. He has a 5. He'll hit 4 through 7. I'm glad I caught that. He will hit when he has a 5. He will only hit if this is a 4 through 7. It was not a 4 through 7. Somebody check me on this, but I believe I'm right. So since he has a 5, this has to be a 4, 5, 6, or 7 for him to draw before the banker will hit. So since he didn't get it and he has a 5, he'll stop. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So the banker will win 5 over 3. And before I move on, somebody check me on that. I think I'm right. I'm 99.9%. 5. This has to be a 4, 5, 6, or 7. Has to be. And it's not. So he stops. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. So banker's going to win. All right. So now we're going to get 125. Well, we've just won a bunch in a row. You can keep it going, but I'm going to double regress. I'm going to take it back down to 75. It's called a double regression. As a matter of fact, let's see where we're at here real quick. All right. We started out with what, 35? There's 5, there's 10, there's 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 35. There. Stop. There's our 3,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, $425. It's over. Okay? It's over. So, what do? You go to the bank, right? You start splitting up this money. All right, let me get some change here. All right, today we're going to put 150 in the bank. We only needed to put 130, so we're going to put 150 in the bank today. So we're at 970 that we've put in the bank. This is the 16th. What do you think about my new envelope system? I can't keep putting chips in there because I need the damn things. All right. Fun and savings. Let's put 150 in the savings. So our savings account is up to $850. This is how I did it, man. When I did it for a living, it's exactly how I did it. And we got 125. We're going to put in the fun or experimental gambling. So there's 125. So we got 5, 10. So we got 805. So you got 805 in the experimental fund. $805. You now have enough money. You've seen a lot of strategies on YouTube. A lot of them. They require 300, 400, 500, 600. You got enough money, man, that you can now go experiment. This is not going to affect bankroll. It's not going to affect your bill money. It ain't going to affect nothing. It's what it's for. We got $800. Okay, I'm going to keep it going, but I think you get my point. All right. Now, what do you think of the regression up and pull? I'll pause and read some. Oh, the internet is cutting me in and out. I'm frozen now. I'm sorry about that. I should be okay. I'm watching myself on my computer, and I know when I play it back, it will spit and sput. It just depends on how many people are on the internet at my house. So let's. If everybody can hear me and all that, we won our 300. We won $300 some odd dollars for the day. We did it with the follow the shoe, regression up and pull. Now, just while I have you here, you could easily come out with 100. If you win it, you don't necessarily have to regress. I mean, let's say they paid you $100, you can just immediately up and pull without the regression, and you can get there a whole lot faster. But I like regressing only because if I chop them and I lose, I still have some of their money. It might not be a lot. In this case, it was $50. So if I bet 100, okay, and then I win 100. If I pull it and only go 50, I've got a 50. There's my original bet. I got a $50 profit even if that loses. I just think it's the best move in gambling. It's the safest move in gambling. That's just me, boys. So what y'all think? Let's see, Biff. If the banker's first two cards total 3 or 4, or 5, is determined by whether the player draw. Yeah, I know I got that right. He 5, and he would have had to get a 4, 5, 6, or 7 for him to take a hit. That's the rule. So I know that. So, Crap and Camper, you're liking the series. I'm I'm happy about that. I got 20 watching, which is unbelievable since Dallas. Who's winning that game? Because my phone is my camera, so I can't get to it. Somebody tell me who's winning the game while I'm watching. So, while somebody's getting the score for me, so we did our blackjack. We did the Martingale, pretty easy last week. We've done Baccarat today, and what did we do yesterday? Yeah, I'm trying to tell yesterday. We did Whalen's, world's greatest don't pass strategy. So anybody, what do you want to see tomorrow? Doesn't even matter. I can do whatever. Okay, good, Biff. Your internet's good there. It'll still spit and sputter when I watch playback. It still will. 19-0, Dallas. Thanks, Kenneth. Well, it just wasn't. I mean, Tom Brady's 1,000 freaking years old, man. I mean, he can't play that top forever. I think he's 45, 46 years old, man. It's over. And you had some people leave him and all that. So it's going to be Dallas's turn this year. Not unless Brady has a comeback. I mean, I don't know what quarter it is or nothing, but they probably won't. But I've made a lot of money in sports with Tom Brady. Believe me, I have. I learned a long time ago you never bet against Tom Brady up until about now. You bet against him now. Anyway, so is it JJ, JEJE, JGY? You want to see Baccarat? I mean, I did Baccarat and I did craps. I can do roulette tomorrow. I got a couple decent strategies with that. Remember, we only got to win $300. We're going to come at with a big bankroll too. I can do that. I can do a quick blackjack, martingale. There's a bunch of stuff I can do. Roulette. Ken says roulette. Third quarter starting. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, Brady still has time. 19-0 is not overcomable. Roulette. Okay. Different bet strategy on Baccarat. Well, I did a martingale on it once, but you can do this one. I'm going to do this for fun, y'all, just so I can, help Biff out here. I'll do this one for fun. It has nothing to do with nothing. All right, I'm going to use the bank money. It's I forget the name of it, but you start with a unit. Whatever. In this case, we're going to call it 2. All right, we're going to call it $100. That's our unit. The whole idea is to win 2 in a row. That's the deal. So like, for example, let's wait. Let's let one of these things play out. There's an 8. There's a 2. So the player would win. So let's go to player then. And we're going to bet $100 on player. Okay, I want to win 2 in a row. There's a 0. There's a 0. There's a 2. 0 takes 1. There's a 9 versus a 2. Player wins. All right. Casino gives you 100. Now remember, we only need $300, right? That's all we need. So we just won that one. And we press it 1 time. All you want's 2 in a row. That's it. Can we get it or do we lose 100? I don't know. Let's find out. There's a 5. There's a 1. There's a 4. He's going to draw to a 1. 4. He has a 5. He has to draw. 1, 2 is a 3. Okay, so the player will win 5 over 3. Now, watch this shit. So he gets paid. Okay, there's $400 sitting there. We started with 100. There's our 3. 2 hands. Okay, now, at some point, I need to get to your guarantee. You got the regression up and pull, but then you have guarantee in excess. So let's just say, okay, that you played that way. You went 2 in a row, you're up. All right. There's your 300 that you can put in the bank. Put in the bank. You got 100 left. There's your guarantee. Let's play with the excess. You can sit there and change that out and do the same thing, except do it at the $25 level. Are you with me? So, it would look something like this. 4 over 9. Oops, we lost. Great. Let's follow the bank. Let's follow the shoe again. Let's put 25 there. There's a 0 and a 5. Okay. Oh, there's a 9. Bam, we lost that. Let's see. It's got to be we just had this. It's got to be 4, 5, 6, or 7. It's not. So he's going to lose. Fine. Okay. Throw your other quarter out there. Remember, there's your 300. You're locked up already. Now you're playing on excess. That doesn't mean anything, right? So there's a 4. There's an 8. It's over. There it is. So you win, and then you just press it. So there's a 2. He's going to draw, but there's a 9. Doesn't matter. It's over. Boom. There's our 2 in a row. Okay. Now, there's our 300 guarantee. We went ahead, took 100, got green out of it. Okay. So we've taken that up another quarter. So now we've got 400 and a quarter. All right. You made $25 just screwing around with excess. Okay. You can do whatever you want to with that excess. You know, if you want to, you could take all of it. I mean, I don't recommend doing this, but if you wanted to, you could go, well, let's see, whatever. Dump it all on something. Doesn't matter. Okay, it's excess. So remember, you've got your nut that you have to get, which is the $300. Anything over that nut, you can either put it in the bank or you can play on excess. It's called guarantee in excess. Then you do what you want. You can get as risky as you want. It doesn't matter. You've already locked this up. I hope everybody understands that. Okay. Let's see here. What time where I'm at? I don't know. It's about 9:03 p.m. right now, Mr. Wah. Oh, it's 11 a.m. where you are. Jeez. Now, Josh asks, can I talk something how to compound the profits as long as you are winning? If you have some compounding plan or profits, I don't understand what you're asking me, Josh. I just went over excess. Okay, this is excess right here. You want to compound that? Put it all on the line. It doesn't matter because you got your guarantee sitting right there. So I'm not really understanding the question. Dialing. Yep, Ken's in Texas, Central Time. It's 9 p.m. That's about right. What's up, Tito? No, you don't lose on a tie. No, sir. Tie, nobody wins. Now, if you're betting on the tie, you can win that, 9 for 1, 8 to 1. You can win it if you're betting. But if you tie, the player nor banker wins nor loses. It's a tie. Okay? Just so you know. On the tie, bets return. Sure. Well, no, if you're betting a tie, you're going to get money. But if you bet tie and it's not a tie, you lose that money. If you bet a tie and it's not, you're going to lose that money. If you bet on a tie and you win the tie, then you're going to win your 8 to 1. Okay. Ties don't lose in Baccarat. That's right. That's right. All right. So, did we have fun tonight? We made our money. We put it in the bank. Let's look at it real quick. This is 7 days worth. We've got $970 that we have put in the physical bank. $970. Okay, that's our bills. $970. We've got $805 in our experimental fund. And then in our savings, adding to bankroll, we've got $850. So remember, we started with a $50,000 bankroll. Now we got $50,850. I'm covering everything, all with that $300. So you take a big bankroll to the table, you can win that $300. Now, when you're taking, when you're trying to win 20%, I mean, the chip is irrelevant, I guess. 20% is tough. It just is. But I'm overloading with the bankroll to win about 9%. That's how you gamble, folks. That's how you do it for a living. Hope you see it. Hope you see it. Oh, let's see. Yin Zhang, I guess. People say bet safely. Systems is waiting or looking for the pattern showing up. Then what's the pattern that makes sure? Golly, sorry, man. I'm not following you. I'm not following you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, listen, darling, I'm doing exactly what I did when I lived there and I did this. The envelope system. The Martingale on blackjack, making a small profit and getting out of there. Now, my bankroll wasn't as big back then, but I learned the bigger the bankroll, the easier the shit is. Okay? Doesn't mean you're not going to have a losing session, because you will. But when you sit there and got 50 grand, if you lose 35, it's not that big a deal. You can get back. It hurts. Believe me, it hurts. But it's going to happen, right? Just keep plugging. I mean, it's a job. It's a job. All right, y'all. Well, I think I've been doing this for 45 minutes, so I think that's it. So tomorrow we'll do probably some roulette, probably, maybe. But y'all, I appreciate you being here. Hey, 7 in a row. We're doing well. We made a plan. We're sticking to the plan, and the plan is working. All right. So thanks everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the feed. So thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Killing the feed now. Y'all go watch the rest of that football game. I'll see you tomorrow night. And until then, let's see if I can kill this feed. Who knows? You're going, hey, psychedelic. See y'all. Be great.